filled with the knowledge from this country.
Another group, Blackpink, TWICE, BTS, EXO, and any K-pop groups were from this country.
And we're talking about
South Korea! South Korea has own distinct way for communicating.
Yes, and just like us, they also have rich and interesting cultures that some aren't yet known by most of the people.
In talking about South Korea, Korea's culture and values, we will be having a guest
when we get back.
Must try this. Sugar dolls here in cheap tin.
Girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby.
피부는 휴식이 필요해요. 자연의 오랜 기다림 뒤에 얻은 발효 온천수의 놀라운 힐링 에너지를 이 한 병에 담았어요.
살아있는 10가지 미네랄 TEN을 피부 깊숙이 전하는 자연의 시스템.
매일 더 건강하고 맑아져요.
발효 온천수에서 온 힐링 에너지. 크레모랩 미네랄 트리트먼트 에센스.
You're still watching K-Now Showterview!
Now we will be introducing our guest to everyone. She is knowledgeable about topic for today. And now let's give her a stage to let everyone know some information about her.
My name is Isulin Escobar, and I was able to know the culture of South Korean by watching Korean dramas and Korean variety shows.
And with having guests in this area today, we will be together with the cultures of South Korea. Through their way communicating, we'll get into the talk when the show gets back.
Have you ever wanted to look young? Try this new liquid foundation made just for you.
questions. First, what are some communication etiquette from South Korea that are uncommon to some?
From what I've observed, South Korea's communication etiquette is more likely to be the attentiveness of a person to the person they're talking to.
Next up, what are the cultures from South Korea that is very distinct compared to ours here in the Philippines?
I think the way Koreans greet and address someone is distinct compared here in the Philippines, because if you saw someone who is elderly for them or superior to them, they are bowing at a certain angle and using name as a show of respect to the superior or the elder. And another thing that I've noticed from their culture is they have a different ways of calling their older brother and older sister. For example, me, I need to call my older sister Uni and Oppa for older brother, while the boys need to call their older sister as Nuna, and for the boys are Yong. While here in the Philippines, we are calling our older siblings as Kuya and Ate, whatever is your gender is. So yeah.
Here the next one, what are the most common misconceptions about their cultures?
For this question, I think the most common misconception about the South Koreans is when someone was gifted with looks, people immediately assume that that person had a plastic surgery. It is because South Korea was labeled as the plastic surgery capital of the world.
And last question, what is considered the most disrespectful and respectful in South Korea's culture?
I think the most disrespectful for them is the improper way on how to greet someone, while the opposite of it is the proper way of how to greet someone was the most respectful for them. It is because I think South Koreans value respect so much that even though they don't know the strangers, they will bow as a show of their respects. Yeah.
Alright, too bad that is the last question. I hope we add some more, but we are running out of time.
Thank you for accepting our invites to discuss the cultures of South Korea here in Now Showterview. We are very delighted to gain new knowledge of other country cultures. Can we have you in the spotlight for the last time as we say goodbye?
I am honored to be here in your show, and for that, thank you for having me here. I hope that your show will go on, and yeah, I enjoy having my time here. Thank you!
That will be all for now. Now Shopper viewers, I hope everyone learned about South Korea's cultures today.
Until next time, JHANNA!
Let us learn more about South Korea. Most Koreans, 81%, live in urban areas of the country. The lowlands around the capital city Seoul and Incheon are home of the majority of the South Koreans. The people in rural areas are still much poorer, and many lives a simple life. Many Koreans practice Confucianism, which is an old tradition in many Asian countries. Confucianists followed the teachings of Chinese teacher and philosopher Confucius, who told his pupils to live a simple life, do good, and respect each other. Koreans celebrate the New Year twice. The New Year celebrations are on January 1, as most countries do, and for Lunar New Year, which is celebrated in February each year. Children look very much forward to Lunar New Year celebrations, which are 3 days long. Over the New Year, children get gifts, often money wrapped in red envelopes or red pockets, from family and friends. People in Korea will wear their traditional costumes such as the hanbok for national and regional cultural festival. Lastly, about their language. The Korean language, are also called Hangul, is the official language. But in many regions, people speak Korean dialects. Children learn Korean and English in school, and most people speak English fairly well. Some schools offer Mandarin classes as well. The Korean alphabet has 24 letters, and the language does not have any articles and does not follow a word order. The language is similar to Mandarin and Japanese in that it is written and read from top to bottom and from left to right. Korean is the language of both countries, South Korea and North Korea. Apart from using a slightly different accent and some dialects, the Koreans can understand and communicate with each other. That will be all that you need to know about South Korea's culture and language. Thank you for watching Kena Showterview.
자, 빠이. 감사합니다.
바이.
감사합니다.
안녕.